No
Sorry.
thanks.
I didn't ask you. I
prefer,
actually, I mean, I
Oh.
did.
I prefer mine warm, sorry.
Fuck.
Well, I mean, it can be warm. It just depends on how quickly you get to the dead body.
Well, yeah, that is true.
Why am I getting frames per second?
Because
Oh, I had animation on. Dumbass.
You're also in heavy rendering mode.
Am I?
Yeah, look up the top. You're in the render shadows.
Oh, that's fine. I don't mind.
Okay.
I've told him that before, by the way.
Yeah, I figured you might have.
This is now a how to
Like,
basic stream.
I don't think you
Debating
can
whether
afford.
I should say a thing. Ah, fuck it, I'll say it. This is something that Tom and Half a Brain will be more interested in than anyone else. Lee has got some train sets in store
Yes.
at the moment.
That's why I want to go in there and have a look.
aren't you in tomorrow?
I'm not 100%
I've already
sure.
talked to him about this. He's gonna message me times that he knows he's gonna be in Peru tomorrow.
You know,
I'll be right back.
Oh, my paintwork!
No.
Oh, I know. I'll just yeet this giant thing down onto my ship.
I will admit, I'm actually get quite physically tired now.
That's how I feel after COVID, as well as a cock in my ass.
Maybe we should send Freddy his way. David?
Maybe.
Who's Freddy?
Basically, every time he's at a party or whatever, he's the guy who's hitting on all the dudes.
What, really? No.
All the chicks.
Oh
Yeah,
my
Not
that
god.
too.
mostly
Oh
the
my god.
dudes.
Tom.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, are all of you here? I have this amazing story to tell you.
No, we're
Oh
not
my god,
actually
that
all
sounds
here.
so interesting.
No, seriously. This is actually about Islington workshops. I was talking to one of the guys who used to work there, and I said to him, "Oh, I bet you got into like a lot of fucking mischief back when you used to work there." He's like, "No, I never got into any mischief." And then he says to me, "Right, well, there was this one time," and he couldn't tell me whether or not this was in the 80s or the 90s. And he walks in, right, after he's finished work, into the crew car, where all the lads are hanging out, right, after they've, like, you know, done all their shift work. And they're all sitting there in the cab of, like, the nice lounge area where the kitchen is and everything else. And they've got this giant fucking TV with a VCR, you know, player in it. And he fucking tells me, he walks in and he sees all these guys who have finished it. There's like obviously like maybe 20 or more of them, and they're all watching pornography.
I came back at the right time.
Oh, Tom. Oh my god, you missed that legendary like tidbit in like history.
No, I didn't miss all of it.
No, seriously, it's absolutely hilarious. It amazes me people manage to get away with some of the shit that they do. Like, seriously, imagine being like, you know, you obviously take like the piss some of the time, right? But then there are just times where you think, you know what, maybe I won't take the piss today. Maybe I won't. And I'm going to be an upstanding citizen. You walk in to see all your fucking work colleagues sitting there in like a train car, like a crew car at Islington, and they're all watching like a really bad porno on a VHS tape. It's like the 1980s.
Like, Back in the day, that kind of was just what ended up happening.
Oh my god. It just
I
happened.
don't.
It just happened, man. Oh my god. I tell you what, I came home and I fucking died laughing about it. And I can't not stop thinking about it. Because it has to be the most bizarre shit I've ever
Not
heard of.
really. When you really think about it, even though, most of them, most of the 40 or 50-year-olds are kind of prudes these days.
Uh,
Like, you look at someone, like, you actually properly pay attention to what was going on a lot of the time. Honestly, they definitely were doing a lot more things than a lot of people do these days.
oh yeah.
It's what happens to people.
That's what
You know,
happens to people.
no, what happens to them? So when they're young, they're all rebel, and then at some point they just become old person.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah, I can definitely understand and agree with that.
And it's not like oh, this happens to everyone at this time. It just seems to just happen, and you don't notice it happening until it's too late.
You just become a boomer.
Just
Not even
yeah,
that.
there are some heck, and there are some people very few people who it never happens to.
Is that you?
That's yet to be seen.
Yeah,
Some people say I have a very 1950s personality. I don't understand how.
Hmm. All right, let's get onto a control panel and.
Oh, that's mean, but kind of hilarious.
What is it?
I was watching reels while I wait for this silver to do its thing,
Yeah.
and one of the reels was this two people on Omegle, a black guy down the bottom and a fat kid up the top,
Oh
and
no.
the fat kid's just looking at his phone. The black guy's just like, "Hey, nothing. Hello, still nothing. I got a cheeseburger." The fat kid's just like, "Wait, what?"
Ah, the ultimate in trolling.
The fat kid's just like, "Don't do that. I haven't eaten today."
is the day only an hour for him?
You'd know. What? Oh, fuck!
Oh, oh, that's dirty. Oh,
I'm sorry, Leslie.
No, no, no. That's kind of on me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to laugh, but
No, no. I get it. I'm not actually upset, to be honest. I
Oh,
found
well,
it
good.
funny too.
Well, I hope you don't get upset at this next bit, but the way you said no, no, no reminds me of a guy on Far Cry 3. I'll have to give a bit of backstory before I tell the actual thing. A friend of mine and I were playing Far Cry 3 multiplayer, and I got hold of some C4. Civilian car nearly runs me over, so I chuck some C4 on the hood of the car. The guy gets out running away, and all I hear is, "Oh, no, 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 no."
It's like I was
He's not
thinking.
screaming or anything. He just runs off, but casually. "Oh, no, 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 no."
what? Look, I knew Far Cry 4 NPCs were another thing entirely. I didn't know they were this bad.
But
This is Far Cry 3, dude.
I've only ever played a Far Cry once. Wait, maybe not. No, it wasn't Far Cry. It was something else.
Um. Oops.
What happened?
That sounds like a man that just made some very poor life decisions.
I'm one atmospheric thrusted down.
Good job.
Thank you.
That wasn't a compliment.
Yeah, well, thank you.
Sheesh, sure is nice of the SA government just to walk in and invite us for some spaghetti. Yeah, I sure hope they have some spaghetti.
Don't be upsetty. Have some spaghetti.
That works, kind of.
Well, I didn't lose too much. Should be able to kick in the building repair and get those done real quick.
Kicking these nuts.
You need help, dude.
Actually, here's a fun story for you. I
You're
was
going to see a
playing.
therapist? That's good.
Yes, well, I am seeing a therapist. Um, there was this one game in particular I had with the fourth TRB, and we had sent one of our guys, his name was Rave, over into the light company, and the light company was actually shitting on everyone in the entire reg and the entire game. So Revy thought it would be really, really fucking hilarious that if he just built a single explosive barrel and stuck it right next to the light company and blew them all up. This did not go down well.
Hmm.
We got a very, very stern don't do that again from the admins, and we also had the guy that ran the light company come into our chat, to which
Company?
yeah, well, it's a regiment.
Hmm.
Either
He was
way,
talking about armor or something. I don't know the game.
no, it's a hold fast. Nations at war.
There you go. See, you say the wrong thing and they correct you. So now I had the answer.
Congratulations, you have the answer. Would you like to print a receipt? Shit, I'm out of ammo. Bomb has been planted.
Now what's it fucking missing?
Your mom.
Large steel tubes. Why, dude? Just why?
What? What? Did I do something?
No.
It was me.
Okay. Of course it was.
I hate how this is all offset. Can I just say that? Actually, that's something I should mention. When I was talking to the guy that I got the whole, porno story off of, I said to him, why is it so hard to build, like, why is the bogey system and the whole of the 900 class so awkward? It's like a really awkward shape. And he says to me, well, now you know how we felt when we were building the bloody thing.
Okay.
And I'm just like, wait, what? Yeah, all we got was like, just the designer sheet and that was it. And then we were told
Yeah.
to just put it together. Oh. In fact, there was a magnificent story he was telling me about how they couldn't access the fuel, not the fuel cap, the radiator cap on the 900, and because it was like, dangerously close to the floor of where it was supposed to be, and they couldn't get the cap off. So what they had to do, right, was drill a hole into the actual floor of the engine,
Yeah.
and then try and access the water cap that way. And they were like, well, shit, now what are we going to do? We can't exactly cover up, replace the hole. To which the mechanical engineer was like, just put a pot plant over it, no one will notice it.
Yeah, that kind of thing does happen.
I like how his solution immediately defaults to, pot plant.
I wonder if I got any 8mm bearings.
Actually, that it reminds me of the Undertale skit. When Frisk first hides from like Sands, or not Sands, like or whatever one of the monsters. I can't remember, but he hides in like that perfectly like shaped lamp at the start of the game. Like the hole in the 900 is just the size of Frisk, and the fucking plot fits perfectly over it.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god. Such an awkward shape, I hate it.
Hey, guess what? They still make rail bearings, and they still repair them.
Good, I'll have to raid their entire store supply. Yeah, so it's... Tom, come into the stream. Tell me this. What type of shape is this?
Peninsula.
Peninsula. It looks like a fucking parrot.
Oh, yeah, I can kind of see a parrot. Actually, looking close in like that, with the bit that's going down,
Yeah.
it's more like a pelican with a big eye and then the really long nose. At the
Oh
bottom going
my
downwards.
god, it is. Holy shit.
Sorry, I just see
I
pelican.
can't unsee it. I can't unsee it. It's got like the fucking stretch marks going along its beak. Oh, disgusting. Disgusting.
Pelicans aren't that bad.
They are that bad. They're like a little Satan on wings.
No, you're thinking of the ibis.
Oh, the ibis is even worse.
Chicken.
Please tell me you've seen the song. Has everyone here seen the song?
Yeah, I've
Oh,
seen the song.
I'm just
Yeah.
drinking cats.
Yes.
The ibis ruining picnic lunch.
If I was an ibis, I'd go kill myself.
Why is the ibis such an iconic creature?
Because it's a fucking sky rat and worse than a bloody pigeon.
At least the pigeons are somewhat pretty with oil-looking feathers. The ibis is in black and white.
We have found the pigeon supporter, boys.
And the colour of bin juice.
We found the pigeon supporter. We found him. We found him. We know who the one's getting paid off by the pigeon people.
I mean, what?
He's being paid off by the board of pigeons.
Fuck, I've been found out. Code grrr, code grrr.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You know what? I think I'm gonna go have a shower.
Sounds like a good idea. You need one after all the shit you've just been through.
What shit have I been through?
Everything on this server, including me.
Mostly you.
Oh,
And just as I'm about to leave, Tangent pops up, and he's the one I'd probably want to talk about the most at the moment.
hello, Tangent. How are you? Hello?
Give him a minute. Chances are he's going to be typing in general.
That's weird. Who types in general?
Yo.
Yeah, Jack for the win.
I'm guessing you're on your way to work, Tangent?
Oh, yeah, I don't know what time I'll be coming in tomorrow at the moment. The person I'm taking hasn't been told yet either.
That's alright. Hopefully I'll get a chance to talk to you later. Uh, basically, I need tips on how to lose weight and stuff like that. Mind you, I don't know why you're too tired to talk, but not too tired to text. Like,
Yeah.
everyone's different.
I've had to share that song again.
Oh, I think I actually managed to get the shape.
Yes.
Yeah,
Keep it on
yeah.
general, yep.
It literally looks like a bird now. Bird. Bird.
Yes, more coffee.
Bird.
Well, because Tangent's busy for now, I will go have that shower like I said I was going to.
Okay.
Sounds like a good idea.
I can't find this box of bearings that I had. Yeah.
Well, I'm getting the dense steel plates made because it just requires iron ingots, but I still need a metric fuck ton of silver.
I'm not sure I've got that much near me, but there is some near me if you need it.
All in all, between the two assemblers, I need 10,800 plus 11,275. So we're looking at about 22,000 kilos of silver.
I'll have 5,000 in me storage container. Well, of the ore, anyway.
You keep
Um,
that. I've got an asteroid here that actually has a decent amount. It's just a
Okay.
matter of me quit being a lazy bugger and mining it.
Ah. Have you had a good week so far, Daniel? Who? I just spent $400 and replaced a bunch of replaced the headlights in both my cars. Yep. They were all faded, so they didn't work properly.
Let me stretch these up.
I have no internet.
And
It was work. Thanks. You want to turn the computer on and out.
Houston, Apollo 13.
I just hear the calming sound.
These two. If you tell that those two aren't opposite. Yeah, other ones.
Houston, Apollo 13, you've got an open Vox.
Hang on, I need to get my phone. Give me a minute. Because I took some more photos of the 900 earlier today. Or later today. Just need to check something. Okay. So that's smooth at the top. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Okay. See you later. Smell me, asshole.
I just need to go do something really quick. I'll be back in a minute.
Oh, don't feel any need to hurry back. Take your time. Great minds think alike?
Yeah, something like that. Oh yes, I'm not sure what time he'll need to go in.
Well, if you can find out when and let me know, that'd be good. If not, then
Will
I
do.
don't know.
I mean, he's going in for a birthday party, so
Yeah.
just enough power to bring systems online. Good.
Hold up. Is it a 21st birthday party or something?
Do you know who?
I might know, or I might be able to get hold of the times.
Okay, the name is Bradley.
You got a last name?
Nope.
Okay, just Bradley.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I'll ask.
No, no. I got a friend who said something about a birthday party or something like that. So I'll ask him.
Oh, okay.
My mate Logan, he said it might be a client's birthday party or something.
Oh, okay. Where was I?
Other Leslie should be his friend, I think. Or I think they used to be friends, didn't they? I don't remember now. Maybe not. It's been a while since I've seen them all together using the collector games. And
This Bradley wouldn't happen to be friends with Saxon, would he?
Sarah and Saxon?
Yes.
More like
Yeah.
Saxton Ale.
Stop it.
I mean, they could ask Saxon.
Could.
Oh, there's a tier 4 frigate.
Is that good?
Forget it.
It's an exploration frigate too, which usually has some really good stuff on it. So it's really good.
We do it.
I'm gonna go after it.
Tom, does this look right to you?
Hang on, I'm coming back in.
Call for reinforcements.
Right for what?
Does this look just about right?
Oh, that shape. I mean, it looks like that shape's got a lip that it wouldn't normally have.
Yeah, because it doesn't have it on this one.
Wonder why that one's got it.
Metal shaving, maybe.
You know what? Those parts don't look like they've really been cleaned after they were cast. They've just been thrown on the locomotive.
Yeah, that's what I mean. When they only got the diagram and then they were told basically just cast the parts.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure what they've been told to do is like put all the bits together so they look like this out of all the bits you've already got. And they're like, okay.
Okay, nervous laughter.
Yeah, yes, perfect. Nervous laughter. That is perfect. God damn it, do you think I can find these bearings when I need them?
No.
Yeah, that's right, no. I've had everything but. I need 2 bearings and you didn't find any of them. That's why I hate cleaning my damn room. I don't know where anything is anymore. This box really should be thrown into a small box because this box has destroyed itself. That's it. Come on, up you come. Nope. Swing around. Realize my headphones are on, so I can't actually move. I'll be right back. And I'm back. There they are. I've been looking for you. I've ordered two 300mm by 8mm rods that I can use as axles.
Excellent.
So now all I need to do is print 3 more of these bearings. Some 4 more wheels because I have to reset to new wheel size. Get some wood. Make a frame. And we'll be able to give it a test roll. Okay, the bearings are in there. They're slightly loose, which is perfect because that's what we wanted. And if I didn't want that, that's easy enough to fix with a spacer. So one person around here would get that joke. And it's neither of you.
It's got a really fat head.
What'd you say?
What you goddamn say about me, bitch? You know, it's got like a really fat head. It's like this. That's the shape.
Ugh. Is that the only picture you've got of it, or?
Yeah. But that
It's a
looks
shame.
right. That looks right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's at a slight angle. That's why. That's why it looks sus.
I've got a basic base operational. What the holding down the control key does what now? Ooh.
What in the holding of inventory?
Build vision. No idea what that even means.
It helps you determine what's needed for things and everything. Basically, it's like a build helper tool for space engineers.
Ooh.
Sposs
So, like,
engineers.
Blocks have a certain health. Vanilla Space Engineers doesn't display it. Build Vision does.
Oh, yep. I get you. Uh-huh.
I should 110% take all these ion thrusters off this ship and fit them to mine. The reason why this ship is called a Tier 4 exploration frigate is because 90% of the stuff on it is Tier 4.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And guess who just scored it?
You?
Yep.
Good for you. Congratulations. You win. Congratulations. You win.
So hopefully, if I can dismantle a whole bunch of stuff on it, for example, I don't know, the hyperdrives, I should be able to get some silver.
Why do we hear a bomb dropping?
Hmm?
Here, I'll give you a bomb.
Are you watching my live stream?
Give me a second. Come on, please.
Possibly what I'm doing because it's running out of power.
Yes, I'm now. Oh, Jesus Christ. What happened there?
I found it like this.
Yeah, just don't invoke the wrath of Clang.
Oh, I can do that quite nicely.
No, don't do it. Don't do it. You've got so much to live for.
I'll just build one of my famous rotor towers.
It's like that scene in Futurama where the guy goes, I'm gonna jump, and Bender's like, do a flip.
I should probably turn my build and repair off before attempting this.
You probably should. That would be a wise decision.
Yeah, but everybody knows what I'm like with life decisions.
Not very.
Yeah, pretty much.
You didn't have to be so honest.
Do you have any control panels on you? You do. Hello.
Hello, mon chéri.
Alright.
I mean, I could use this to mine out a whole bunch of silver, then put it into my ship. I wonder if this will work. No, I don't want to try that actually.
Oh, my nose. I can smell clearly now the crap is gone.
My
Dang
nose!
it, Fancy.
That's very interesting. Oh, okay. So those parts are actually. Oh, that's. Those parts are actually quite big.
Is what she said.
That's what she prepared.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Good Sir Knight, will you be going on a journey? Aye, 'twill be long and hard. 'Tis what she proclaimed.
That's it. That's the one. Not that my base has enough power for it, but I have this thing called a build and repair. At least I think I do.
I want to see an abridged version of the Lion King 3, but it's dubbed in Australian.
Nah, fucking nah, yeah, fucking. What do you reckon, cunt? Fucking nah, yeah, fucking yeah, nah.
No, you gotta say it properly. So when you gonna buy me pizza, brother?
I am. The one I was quoting was from a thing.
Okay.
Oh my
See,
God.
that I didn't know. Now I do.
Hang on, I'll find it for you. It's
No, I
fucking
just
Aussie
want
Disney.
Timon and Pumbaa to be Australianized.
I'm sorry. All I heard was I just want to moan to Pumbaa.
Oh my god.
I mean, whatever you're into, man. We're not judging, but keep it to yourself, yeah?
Yeah, sure will do.
Good girl.
What?
Posting in video share.
Oh no. Quote of
It's
the year.
posted.
I definitely needed that shower after that walk.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
Worst timing ever.
Jack, would you watch an abridged version of Timon and Pumbaa reviewing the first Lion King movie, but the abridged is they're all speaking Australian?
Isn't it as Aussie Men Talk reviews?
Maybe.
And what do you mean worst timing ever, dude?
Well, half a brain here didn't quite clearly say Timon and Pumbaa. So
Yeah,
my
it
brain
lagged
reads
out,
it
it
as
lagged out.
him saying he wants to moan to Pumbaa. And then just after I said that, you're just like, oh, I needed that shower.
I'm glad I didn't say what came to mind immediately after to say. Then.
I'm glad you
Tom,
didn't.
I would appreciate it if you ignore the bullshit that's going to appear in chat.
No, I can't even see chat right now, so you're all good. I'm still trying to work out if I got enough power for this building repair thing, which I probably don't. But I don't even know how to turn it on.
More turbines. Always more turbines.
I have two. Is that enough?
More turbine.
1, 2, 3, 4. I
And
have 5.
to turn it on, you need to actually set it up first. So it depends on what you want to set it up as. Do you want to set it up to grind or weld? Do you want it to do
Well,
both or one specific thing? Do you want it to have walk mode or fly mode?
it's on a base. It ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, but if it's fly mode, it can just fly up to whatever it needs to weld rather than find a way up.
Huh?
In other words, do you want nanobots to have wings or do you want them to walk?
They have to walk. Like the rest of us.
Yep. They must suffer as we suffer.
Okay, so
I could probably get my building repairs to actually dismantle this shit. That might be an idea.
okay, walk mode or fly mode. Yeah, okay, I see it now. It started welding something, but I don't know what it is. Weld before grind, except after C.
Nut. Do you like nuts? I like nuts. I also like big butts.
And you can lie, but you're not going to, because you like big. Welding.
Alright, now to get onto my Serenity, line it up with the other ship.
There a way to see the area that this thing affects?
Yeah, all the way down the bottom, there should be show area.
Show area, thank you.
You are very welcome, good sir. Oh, also, I have one of these jump drives charged. Do you want to know how far I can jump with it?
Go on.
100,000 kilometers.
So you could get to me quite quickly then.
Yeah, if I really wanted to.
And fly straight past and keep going for sec. Energy? No.
As your mum to help.
I was waiting for
Your
that.
mum to
I was
help.
actually waiting for that.
Actually, funnily enough, I was never allowed to watch South Park as a kid because my mum was like, "No, you're not watching that garbage."
Well, allow me to tell you one of their best songs. Shut your fucking face, Uncle Fucker.
No, you shut your fucking face, Uncle Fucker.
I had a friend of mine at school.
Really?
who
I didn't like
always
that song.
quote South Park, and he would piss everybody off.
Are you sure that friend wasn't you in a mirror?
Definitely sounds like something he would do, doesn't it?
Well, I may or may not have gotten a lot of my comedy routines from him, so...
Well...
You want to know what else has a comedy routine? Deep
My
nuts.
No, well, you're pretty close, but I would say it's my life. It's more a comedy routine. Really is.
It would require it to be funny.
Okay, that was good. That was actually fucking good.
Play to
Alright,
the
fly
bird.
mode. Grind only. Where's the grind settings? Pick current build color.
Right, okay. That looks about right. Yeah, I'd say that's actually a big improvement. I forgot to do that. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Ugh.
Oh, perfect. I've got 2 building repairs, or 4 building repairs going. And 2 of them are attacking the front of the ship, 2 of them are attacking the back.
Good.
3 are attacking the back, 1's attacking the front. Kind of tempted to load up like 4 more building repairs on the ship.
I am.
I don't need hydrogen or ion thrusters going at the moment.
Hello.
Oh,
You.
Oh, hey, Tangent.
Hello.
Lol, you sound a bit croaky there, brother.
It's just the morning.
that sleepy morning voice be hitting different.
Yup.
Oh God.
The one time I having on, I get a lot of money and. Sorry, I just
Yeah.
seen something I really wanted. I've been wanting for ages.
Oh no.
I'm curious. What is it?
One word, Muteki.
Oh.
$440 in Adelaide.
But I definitely understand how you feel. Like, basically, you're getting all this money, and basically, it's already gone.
Did the sound just cut out?
Yeah, I think their internet just died
Oh dear.
because I'm having a connection problem.
Oh.
They'll disappear in a moment.
Uh-oh.
Which means if I check the weather radar, it's probably raining there because their internet can't handle any rain.
It's also
Hooray.
raining here, I should mention.
I do love the rain.
Oh, rain is the best. I haven't seen rain in ages.
He's excited about lug nuts.
Hmm?
I googled Muteki and all I found was lug nuts.
Oh, it's the Sony sound system, I think.
Yeah, if you Google search Muteki, it's like lug nuts for your car. I'm like, he must really love his car.
So how is it in the morning for you, Tangent?
What do you mean?
Like, what's the morning like?
It depends. On Monday and Friday, I work from home,
Oh,
which this is like only my third time doing it, so it feels a little weird still.
well, I caught COVID recently.
I think I knew that.
Yeah, oh yeah, I think I did tell you.
I think I did catch that, like at the very, very beginning of it. I
Yeah.
was here for when you said or something.
Actually, funnily enough, the last time we bumped into each other, I was very, very behind on the 900 class loco that I'm working on in Blender. You want to have another look at it?
Oh yeah, and I judged it, and I'm like, you've been doing this about a week, and everyone was like, oh, that's harsh.
No, that
No.
was accurate. Because I'd only been doing it for about a week.
Oh.
But would you like to have another look at it, is what I'm trying to say.
I can't. I'm audio only. I can't pull up it
Oh, bugger.
on my work computer. I'm actually plugged into my phone audio.
Oh, no. I guess it's like an old Nokia phone.
I mean, it's an iPhone, but
Oh.
like, it's plugged in over there.
Ah.
I have a really weird setup. I got a new lamp though that holds my iPhone. I just haven't configured it. And what is wrong with these flipping websites? Did I lose internet? I haven't lost internet because
Half a brain.
Yes?
About 1:30 in the morning. Possible thunderstorms for where you are.
Oh, lovely.
Doesn't say they're likely, but it says possible thunderstorms for that entire
Mm.
region.
Oh. Oh, goody. Goody. That means we're going to have
So,
to be on high alert.
so save often, just in case the power decides to pass out.
I'll save now.
Hmm. Yeah, Fusion 360, yes.
You see, Tangent, the last time I was working on the Loco, I found out that there was actually quite an awful lot of inaccuracies with the model. So I've had to delete an awful lot of
good
the
practice
original.
though. You'll be good doing 3D.
Oh, yes. Although there is some things that I've actually noticed about the real life 900 that exists. And honestly, I thought to myself, why is it so hard to get the measurements exactly right? I thought to myself, is it me? So I actually ended up going to the museum, and luckily one of the guys that actually relieves me used to work at Islington Workshops, and he actually got to work on some of the engines that I'm, currently designing. And he said, I shit you not, when they got some of the plans for the engines, right?
Mhm.
They were just told, here's the one design sheet. Just build it. No assistance, nothing. Just build it.
Inspect color. There we go.
Odd question. Do either of you have wireless earbuds?
I do not.
I have a pair of the Lenovo ones. Don't know where I've put them. Yes, I do. They're in my
Are
phone.
they any good?
They're okay. They're not worth the money they would have cost if I didn't get them free from the phone company. They're definitely
Debating
not
if I
worth
should get a Raycon or a JBL.
I mean, I've heard JBL's pretty good, but then I've also heard Raycon's pretty good from every YouTuber. So, oh, I want to export this. Nope, just this bit. File, 3D print, to file, wheel, solid, 8mm axle. Yeah. Oh, and they've returned. Think. Try to.
And there we go. It's another part complete.
Nice.
We are back. Just Leslie and I are having a quick chat about something that you guys don't need to hear about.
All
Yeah,
good,
yeah.
all good.
All good.
Refresh that. Check the solid wheel. There it is. That is going to take a lot of filament to print. Let's see. Open up the printing software. See how much it'll take. I don't think I've got enough left on that roll, but that's okay.
So I just had a friend comment on a Facebook post of mine, the D&D goblet that I've got up for sale.
Yep.
Her name's Sarah, and as far as I'm aware, she lives in Crystal Brook.
Oh.
I don't know any Sarahs that live here.
She is really good at keeping to herself, but
Oh, yes.
she's also friends with Saxon and Sarah.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Oh, no, I doubt it's the Sarah. The only Sarah that I know here. I doubt. Yep. Sorry, you were saying?
it's all good. She sent me a message. She's asking if she can pick it up on Thursday.
Oh, there you go.
So that's that.
Excellent.
No, I want this. My listings. Mark as pending. And done. But anyway, net dropped out, obviously. It's raining here. Fucking
Yep.
stupid bullshit.
Yep.
I'm currently loading the game back up.
Oh, yep. I logged out for a bit. I'm going to take a break.
No, that's fine. I'm just letting you know, just in case you do want to log back in, because I'm going to be awake for a while.
Breakfast arrived.
I'm still stressing about my pay, even though I've pretty much got it sorted at this point.
Oh. Why stress?
Because stress is like a rocking chair, and after a while, it gets fun.
Oh,
Okay, that was actually pretty good. Damn.
I
Trust me,
applaud you for that one.
my family, we talk about stress like a rocking chair. It's like, it's uncomfortable. It pokes you in the butt. Your back hurts, but you can't stop rocking. I do the same thing with my finances.
that's too real.
It's like I know I have X amount of dollars in my bank account, and I
you're
know
missing-
that going and spending, let's just say a fifth of that, 20% of it. I still sit there and I look at the number and do the math like 8 times, even though like I'm not touching 80% of it. Biscuits and gravy.
Nugget, biscuit, nugget, and a biscuit, nugget, biscuit, nugget, and a biscuit. Dip it all in mashed potato.
This wheel is out of alignment and I don't like it. Grip the whole wheel? No.
I had the idea for a fast food or restaurant
Yes.
just called like Dippins.
Dippins.
And the idea of it is like chicken nuggets or, chicken tenders, things that you dip in things. And,
Alright.
90% of humanity dips in like barbecue sauce or
Oh,
ranch
yes.
dressing. And those would be available. But you can also order dippins like mashed potatoes and gravy. Or some people like dipping their French fries in like a bowl of ice cream. And so it's all about like the odd things to dip in for your chicken nuggets.
So, speaking of
Like
dipping and everything, I'll let
cheese
you finish.
sauce
Sorry.
and spaghetti sauce. Go ahead.
Here in South Australia, there is this very famous street called Hindley Street.
Oh.
It's a main street in the central business district. It's got all the nightclubs, all the strip clubs, and everything like that.
Yep.
But hidden away, I've yet to actually find it, but I've managed to order it via DoorDash. Is this takeaway place called Benny's American Takeaway.
Oh.
And
Oh.
they do things like a proper American cheeseburger. It's not these puny little things that Macca's serve. It's like full on like
Grease
massive
clog your artery.
cheeseburger. Yeah. They do this thing called the buffalo burger, and it's insanely spicy. I love it so much. So I decided to get their Benny's dipping sauce, which is like buffalo dipping sauce, but they add their own ingredients to it, and it is that hot I can't eat it.
Nice.
But
So, have you ever heard of a shadow kitchen?
I can't say I have. But I'm
Okay.
eager to hear about it.
This is new to me. I only learned it about a month ago. So, take a sit down restaurant that you know very well that doesn't like it does takeout, but you don't really think of it as a takeout kind of place.
Okay.
It doesn't matter what it is, just like it's mainly a sit down or go have drinks restaurant. But you could order to go, but just no one ever does it. Take that, and then in the back, so that when they join, let's say DoorDash or whatever your remote order delivery service is,
We'll
they
just stick
actually
with
create
Uber because you guys have it over there.
with what?
Uber.
Yeah. So when they list their company on Uber Food or Uber Eats or whatever, they actually make two listings. They make the first listing under the name that you're very familiar with, and then make the second listing as in this name you've never heard of before.
Okay.
And so when you search for burger and you see whatever place, you don't think of it as having good burgers. You're like, oh, well, no, that place is a chicken wing place. Don't get a burger from there. And so that company would lose the ability to sell burgers on Uber Eats because they see that company. They're like, no, they don't have good burgers. But this shadow company, this shadow kitchen that they've created called Burger Dave's Awesome Burgers of Burgerness. People are like, oh, I've never heard of that before. I'll try it.
Basically,
And
like
so,
Dave's Chicken and then Dave's Burgers, basically.
yeah,
I
but you
prefer
change the
Bob's
name
Burgers.
enough that you don't have the name recognition because there is a negative component to name recognition. And so Buffalo Wild Wings here in the United States is known for doing wild wings, like buffalo wings, like almost exclusively. Yes, they do burgers, but they're not that great.
Never seen
Wild.
buffalo. How many wings do they have?
I know, right?
Look out, cat!
But they have a wild burger second shadow kitchen that does amazing burgers that when someone searches for burgers that shows up in burgers and they don't see the name Buffalo Wild Wings, so they're like, oh, what is this? I'll try it.
Huh.
Yep.
So there's
Typical.
a chance you can't find that location because it's another store that is actually shadow kitchening it. And so there's tons of other weird shadow kitchens you can do. You can actually like mail order your food ingredients from a big name and be a shadow kitchen big name in your big name kitchen.
Yep.
So like bao dumplings, Chinese dumplings that you steam, really easy to cook. And so there are American like diners that are cooking Chinese and Japanese dumplings in their kitchen because they're shadow kitchens for, whatever
Much
name.
larger ones, yeah.
Yeah.
Is this a pyramid scheme?
I'd say it is, except that the shadow kitchen stuff that we've had is delicious. And keep in mind, they could have a professional kitchen somewhere that's actually like not owned by a business. Think a warehouse that's been converted into like a kind of kitchen that you'd see in like Food Network.
I
There's
will
no
pay you
dining
10
area.
cents an hour. You will make the shadow food.
Yeah.
But like it's one of those ways.
You
It's
smell
just
like
like
failure.
Actually, funnily enough, tangent. Do you know about Chico rolls?
can't do.
Okay, Chico rolls were invented by this Vietnamese guy who was an immigrant in Australia, and it's like imagine a spring roll, but it's just dipped and battered and fried in oil. And then once that's done, you take that out, and it's just like this giant spring roll, right? And it's really nice. And what he decided to do was that he would give out shares of his company to his employees to save it from going bankrupt. So they all had a share and a stake in the company to keep it afloat. Which I wasn't like, that's actually a smart move.
So this might be a random question. This question just popped into my mind out of nowhere. Does anybody have a favorite word? It could either be a word that they just like to pronounce, or the way it came to be, or anything like that.
Cunt.
Actually, I could believe that. Not really on my end, actually.
I had a bunch when I was younger.
Yeah, but then again, when you end up like every kid ends up having the whole favorite words because they're words that either they're not meant to say or this or that, and then you can't. But I think most people grow out of it.
Except in Australia.
Like farfid nugget. I had that.
Mine is, give me a moment, anti-disestablishmentarianism.
Yes, I've heard that word before. I think we've had conversations about it. That was one of mine too.
Like I think the only like
Anti-disestablishmentarianism.
I think I kind like in saying that I kind of like
Be right back. Having to
thanks to
reboot my internet.
thanks to David, I now like Krockenwagen.
Krockenwagen.
Do you know where the Krockenwagen takes you?
It takes you up Krockenwagen Street, doesn't it?
No, it takes you to the Krockenhouse.
The Kraken House.
Do you want to know what it is?
House.
Do you want to know what they both actually are? Look, Mojo, I'm talking. Can't you see that?
Of course not. He's a cat. He can't see anything.
Entanglement, bro.
And if you've got no food, I filled it up earlier. You're not getting any more tonight.
Basically, what Leslie here is trying to say is Krankenwagen and Krankenhaus are German. I'll let Leslie finish because he's the one who started saying this one, so I'll let Leslie finish what they actually are.
Krockenwagen is an ambulance. A Krockenhaus is the hospital.
Now, another thing that's come to light very recently for me is a name of a game in German. So everybody's familiar of The Legend of Zelda and the Ocarina of Time, correct?
Yes.
Do you want to know what it is in German?
Kind of curious now.
I've already told you,
Yes.
Leslie, you think it's hilarious. In German, it is The Legend of Zelda Das Flotendorten.
Of course it's Das Floten Torten.
No, not Torten, Dorten. Starts with a D, not a T.
Your favorite word there reminded me of this song. Now.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. If you say it loud enough, you'll always sound like hostess.
One of my old favorite bands,
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Lemon Demon. No, you're going to know that band.
It honestly sounds like that. Like,
Well, actually, you've probably heard one of their songs before. Have you heard The Ultimate Showdown?
Yes.
He
yes,
has.
I've heard of the
That was by
Ultimate
Lemon
Showdown.
Demon.
Yeah.
Actually, we're going to get that one too.
This is the Ultimate Showdown.
Okay, what about band names? What is your most favorite band name that you...
The Beatles.
Yeah,
bad, not bad. The Beatles are good. I won't deny that. The Beatles are good.
Hang on.
But I'm more thinking like unique or quirky names.
Okay, Kiss.
I'll allow that one. Leslie?
Someone remastered this in 4K. Oh hell yes.
I take it Leslie's out at the moment.
No, I'm not out. I'm thinking.
Okay. Mine is a band called Inhaling the Stench of Mustard Gas.
Is it a German band?
No, they're South Aussie.
That's funny.
They're probably
That's very
part
funny.
German.
I went to see them live a couple years back, and I was telling one of my mates about it, and he's like, "You should totally suggest that they wear mustard gas masks or gas masks next time they play." I suggested it to him. Next time they played, they were wearing gas masks.
Excellent.
I have posted both of the songs into Songshare.
I will check it
Enjoy.
out
Mustard my
later.
nuts.
One slap, you're gonna love my nuts.
On slap, you're gonna love my nuts. Mustard nuts.
Mustard, you do that all the time?
Me, I prefer the Rolling Bones. Actually, funnily enough, talking about bands, my uncle, right? One of my uncles, he really despises Jimmy Barnes.
Oh?
Yeah, he just doesn't think he can sing.
Oh, yep.
He thinks he
Oh
can
my
yell.
god, this is more awesome. The 15th anniversary Redux collab. I'm going to post that one as well.
Oh, I've seen that one. That's amazing. That is
My first
truly
time seeing it.
amazing. I love the remaster that they did.
Do you guys have the toy Little People in Australia?
I think
That
we
sounds familiar.
do.
They're like about the size of your thumb,
I
and they're just little like dolls that don't have any articulation whatsoever.
no.
I'm pretty sure we've got stuff like that here.
Do
I don't know.
we?
My wife came across a Golden Girls Little People collection.
Oh, yep. Oh, we have. Well, here's a pack of Fisher Price Little People Animal Friends.
Enemy friends.
So yeah,
Friends.
we've probably got them here.
Yeah.
Someone
But-
needs to go
People.
reach out to Little People and be like, "Listen, you need to release a Dungeons and Dragons edition."
Yes.
And so you have like a little dwarf, little person, and an elf.
Hi.
You know, people would like. I'm sure it exists already on Etsy. It has to.
Oh yeah, no, but an official one would be amazing.
Oh, so close.
Mind you, I'm just now imagining them making a vehicle that's driven around by a beholder.
Morning.
Good morning. What were we talking about? Gundams just before?
Oh,
Or either that we were talking about funny small people in America.
Yeah, we're talking about little people. Like,
I see.
Oh, I fucked up. I fucked up. I fucked up. I fucked up.
Nothing new for you.
Yeah.
It's okay, you're not the only one. I'm playing this game called Gunspin, and
Yeah, I
I'm
rebooted, and my stuff is working. My stuff was wonky because I was connecting to like multiple VPNs, and even though I disconnected from one, it knocked me up. So after I reboot, I was able to reconnect. So working on that, but also half of my job as a new hire is kind of doing what research I can and waiting for others to be able to help me on the stuff I don't know yet.
I know. Like I was seeing if you would still.
Oh yeah, no, I'm connected. Water would be good for me. I'll get that stuff. Pew pew pew.
Shit, I need goddamn cover right now.
Well, I'd offer you the pink ship, but that's being demolished.
What do you mean it's being demolished? I need
Thinking
it.
of the it's not a meme. It's in a couple of movies where they're like tucked behind something. They're like, all right, we only have one clip. And then the guy who doesn't know how to use a gun has got like an Uzi and he just like reaches up behind him and just unloads the entire clip. And then comes in, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Never mind. Because it's like we're out of ammo. And then he just like unloads his clip without looking.
Yep,
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
I instantly think of that. That's like one of the worst things I think Hollywood's taught people.
Tangent.
Yeah.
Has anyone explained to you why I wanted to talk with you?
They're like.
No.
So, have I told you that I'm basically pre-diabetic?
When the system's not working, they booted everything,
All right, that's
Yeah.
what you wanted to ask you.
which makes sense.
Because I'm on a medication to help me lose weight to basically stop my hunger and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, except for every now and again when I haven't eaten in a while, I don't feel hungry anymore like I was.
Mm-hmm. You need to get on a schedule, is what it is. If you're the only way that I can help you with the weight loss thing is intermittent fasting. It worked for me for a little while. I was not as stringent on it as I need to be, and I kind of have dropped it by the wayside the last couple of months, and I've gained weight again, which I'm not happy about. But intermittent fasting is what I was doing, where I was losing some weight.
Yeah, roughly
might
how
be-
much weight did you lose exactly?
When I first started the job, first started doing intermittent fasting, and I had a job that required me to walk a little bit. I lost about, I don't know, 30, 40 pounds in a month or two.
How much had you put on? The first, are you back to where you started when you first started
I
intermittent
haven't weighed
fasting?
myself in a long, long time. Your body eventually gets used to however you do it. And so you do have to change things up and try different things or different schedules, because changing your schedule can, like, your body eventually gets used to less.
Is that exercise routine thing somewhere on your?
I mean, it's not so much a routine as it is take whatever day it is, and that's how many repetitions you do.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just like I know it's not going to be an instant thing,
are you
but
are you diabetic?
Pre-diabetic.
Yes, but you're not at health risk for not eating.
No, not that
So,
I'm aware of.
Like, your blood sugar isn't going to bottom out and you're going to pass out because you didn't eat.
I shouldn't do.
Okay.
Mind you, if I do and I find out that that's the case, then obviously I wouldn't keep doing it.
Yeah. Always consult an actual medical professional before.
GP.
Yeah, I do intend to, because I've got a whole thing.
Intermittent fasting works on one principle. And that principle is after 16 hours of not eating. And when I say not eating, I'm talking no chewing gum. Nothing that's got calories in it. Nothing that, even though it says it's 0 calorie, like, it can't even be sweet. It's not so much about, well, this is 0 calories. You're having to lie to your brain for this. So, like, Diet Coke, it's got 0 calories. It will knock you out of your fast. And I have arguments with people all the time. I'm like, listen, your body is not smart. Your body is instinctual. It's an animal, okay? You're just the pilot of an animal. So your body tastes something that's sweet. Because it is instinctual, that sweet taste causes hormonal changes in your stomach. It releases stomach acids. There's a whole chain reaction that happens, even though that's 0 calories, that happens inside your body. That chain reaction of preparing for something sweet will knock you out of a fast. 16 hours of a fast switches your body from blood sugar mode to body fat mode. So when you eat a sandwich, you eat it, you digest it, it starts converting it into blood sugars, and then your body runs off of the blood sugars. After 16 hours, your blood sugar in your blood is so low that your kidney and your liver actually switch, and they have kind of like the alternate engine. The backup generator turns on, the backup generator that converts fat into blood sugar.
Yep.
So during my 16 hours of fast, the only thing I had was water or black coffee with absolutely nothing else in it for
Okay.
16 hours of a day. Now, keep in mind, I slept for 8 of those. So, like, it gets easier when you're like, okay, I only have to not eat. And so I set up a schedule, and my schedule was that I ate between the hours of 5 and 7 p.m. every day. Giving me those 2 hours is what they call it's 22-2. It means that you have 22 hours of a day that you're not eating. So that is past the 16-hour point. That is 6 hours that my body is burning fat instead of burning blood sugar. Does this make sense?
It is making sense.
Okay. There is a book called
Like, I do have a question on
Yeah.
that though. Like the ones that like the people who eat a ton of food while you using intermittent fasting so as to not gain weight. Like, is that partially because with intermittent fasting you have to eat a large amount in that small time?
they're not eating large amounts. Like you will try to when you first start, you will make yourself sick if you try to eat large amounts. You have to eat smarter too, because with a smaller window to eat, you have a smaller window to get all of the vitamins, minerals, and everything you need to survive. And so there are days when I was intermittent fasting where I would be like, I would kill for fish and tomatoes. It's interesting because it feels nice to feel hungry, and it feels nice to know what you want.
Yeah. I'm just
And so,
trying
like,
to debate on like because the sad truth is it's either going to be something I actually jump in. I'm gonna have to kind of consider, but about jumping straight in. It might be the best way to go
yeah, no,
about
it
it.
is. It is what it is. 100% jump in.
Yeah, it's definitely something I still kind of feel I need to think about a little bit more. But
The
it's
diabetic
best.
code. Let me get a link for you.
Do
But
they
at the
have?
same,
Are you being? You seeing a dietitian?
I will be.
Make sure you check all this with them first, because they might say
Yes,
no.
Okay.
yes. The
So you can
Diabetes Code by Jason Fung.
you,
It's an
you can get
audiobook that I listen to understand how intermittent fasting scientifically works, but always check with like I said earlier,
a doctor.
a
Yeah.
natural.
Well,
I
I
mean,
don't quite
you
know the.
can you can get ready to do it. You can work out what do I need to eat to make sure I get everything I need. You can do all that before you see the dietitian. But run it past your dietitian first, because the dietitian might just say this is not going to work, or you need to do this.
And the diet, I recommend this book to everybody, even if you're not interested in losing weight, just because I don't know. I felt it was it. I would say that this code needs to be required reading for high school,
That would be yeah.
like high school health class, because it's not so much about diabetes as it is about what we've tried over the last 70 years with obesity and how it's failed miserably. It's like
Yeah.
it's obviously not working because diabetes and obesity is increasing across the world at phenomenal rates. China, Australia, America, Canada, like obesity is like skyrocketing everywhere, and
Yeah,
it's because of
that's the funniest thing about like the whole, oh, our nation is totally superior. What's your obesity rates again?
Yeah.
Like, what's that statistic, brother? Come out here. Come on, show me what that statistic is. I'm sure it's
Our
way.
country is running for the world leadership. That's no one runs in your country.
no.
No one runs in your country. They're literally too fucking. Oh god.
The people of the Wally cruiser before they even got on the cruiser.
No.
So-
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
essentially.
Yeah.
But
So the other thing is,
get
I'm
the
just
audiobook or get the actual book if you're a book reader. If you're not, the audiobook is
audio book would probably be the best for me. No, it's just
You may be able to get it for free. There's an application called Audible, not Audible, Overdrive,
Yes, Overdrive. We have that here.
where if you have a library card, you can download these books for free.
hmm.
And if you don't have a library card, you can go to the library and get one.
For free, or usually like $1 or $2.
All right, we'll be back.
Cheap.
Willy though.
So,
Yeah, no, it's just that I'm trying to try things
no,
out before,
yeah.
before I actually see the dietitian, so then I can basically let them know what I've tried.
I would.
Even if it's for a day or two.
I'm going to say this because of what Tangent said about it. It takes your body from blood sugar mode into fat mode.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to be messing with your blood sugar if you're
You
pre-diabetic.
do not
Check
like
with
if
your
you're
dietitian.
Yeah, no, because of what he explained. Yeah, I actually kind of
and keep in
felt the
mind the
same.
first month I was on intermittent fasting was rough. You are hungry. You are cranky. Like cranky is definitely a thing for this.
I just took a
And
snack,
your brain does not. So, little known fact, your brain actually runs off of carbohydrates. It needs complex and simple sugars to function. It doesn't run off of fat ever. Your body has the ability to convert fats into carbohydrates for your brain, but it's like your brain needs carbohydrates to function. When your blood sugar is low and your body starts metabolizing the fat, you're going to have headaches. You're also going to not be able to think straight. Like it's not so much thinking straight as it is like I noticed a decline in my mental capabilities when I was reaching the end of my 16 hours. After I ate, I felt better and I could think more clearly. But if you're conscious of it, you'll feel it. So it does change you.
I am now genuinely curious whether that's partly what these medications do.
So there is some medications that they have for weight loss that are appetite suppressants.
I'm on Duromine. Well, slightly different to Duromine because it's a pharmacy brand, but it's Duromine.
Present.
Apparently, it's also it's almost pure speed or some bullshit too.
Wasn't it methamphetamines or something?
It's a
It's a phentermine.
yeah.
Actually, something interesting? I met this guy once. His name was Shay. And I knew him when I was going to high school, and he had to be like one of the most interesting motherfuckers I've ever met. Right? It was a real smart guy. He was like, doing like
advanced computer stuff, right? And he was always this skinny guy. And we saw him eating like these endless amounts of junk food. We thought, look, maybe he's like doing some exercise or some shit to keep himself thin. You know, day in, day out, day in, day out, he was still eating all this junk food. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Eventually, he was just smoking constantly, constantly smoking weed.
No, like, he was really chill. And then we asked him, dude, how are you not actually getting fat? And he was like, I knew this was going to come up. And he told us that he actually suffered a rare sort of condition where it didn't matter how much he ate as a person, he'd always remain thin.
See, here's the thing, right? For a long time, I can still do it now. I actually do it now. You know, I can eat a ton of food and not gain weight. My body will plateaus and stays at one weight no matter what I do.
Mm.
It's normal.
Yeah.
You all need to read the diabetes code. Like,
Yeah, I
seriously.
have
Like,
read it. Well, I'll get someone to read it to me.
you need to read it. It's amazing.
But yeah, no, I'm
No, Duramine appears to be a neurochemical appetite suppressant as opposed to a hormonal appetite suppressant. So, Duramine, yeah, you're not going to feel hungry, and that's going to be a good thing. And like this is just like medically assisted not being hungry. It's going to be medically assisted fasting. Probably not real fasting, just calorie deficit is what they're going for with Duramine probably.
Yep.
Oh, it's the same as Suprenza. Okay. My sister was on a version of this. It didn't work for her in the end, but she was on this for a while, and it did work for her for a little while, but she plateaued.
Yeah, apparently you do plateau. See, the thing is, I used to be about 100, and then I basically moved.
Be careful, because this stuff has cardiopulmonary side effects.
I'm aware. I've been paying attention to that stuff too. But that's basically why I ended up basically bailing on Tom and David earlier to go hang out with a friend, basically just to go for a walk.
It's good.
Actually, I go for a walk for an hour every afternoon when I get the chance.
I wish I could do that. I'm just too lazy.
Don't drive or operate heavy machinery.
Yeah, I can definitely understand why you don't want to be doing either of them.
Insomnia, nervousness, restlessness, dizziness, headaches.
I don't really get dizziness, but I'm definitely unfocused as all fuck.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I
I
said, it's a neurochemical appetite suppressant, not a hormonal appetite suppressant.
From what I can understand of it is it's basically a type of speed.
It's not reading like speed. I mean, it is of the same Fen kingdom, but you would probably have to have something else that would interact with it for it to actually have, like, it's part of what you would make stuff with. It's not everything you need, but like I'm sure that there is a genuine list of do not under any circumstances give this to somebody who is also taking X, because it will be their body will turn it into such and such.
Actually, it's annoying for me. My lowest weight, I went down to like 102.5. And after all the fucking parties I've had, right, recently it's shot back up to like 2
Do
extra
you wanna
kilos.
come read this for me?
29.7.
129.7. 300 grams ain't half bad, actually. No, actually, it was a little more than that. But that's not actually that bad. But basically, like I said, I'm hoping that overall this will help in the long run. Like
Well, I
I
mean,
only
it's
have
an
to.
appetite suppressant, so that means that you need to consciously, because like being like people eat when they're not hungry. People
Oh yeah.
eat out of habit, and people eat out of convenience. You go to the movie and you're not hungry. What do you order? You still order a drink and a popcorn because
You're
it's
in the
habit.
movie.
You like the flavor of it. The smell of it gets to you. Are you hungry at all? No. Do you want or need popcorn and its calories? No. So you have to consciously avoid, like, no, realize you don't need food, and that this drug is supposed to help you fight those
Yeah.
fake cravings.
Whistle suspiciously. I don't own a popcorn machine. I don't know what you're talking about. Like a big one.
Okay, I have to confess, my wife and I, we bought bulk spam. It's a little case that came with 8 cans of spam.
Nice.
We bought it bulk.
Nice.
I'm going to be buying bacon soon. Next time I go out shopping.
I am very tempted to cook myself some food, but then I realize it's like 2-3 hours till my pay. And usually what I do is I go out, go to the servo that's around the corner, get some fuel, and buy a pasty.
Because that's all
Also,
the money you've got
don't
left after buying fuel.
eat.
I wish that wasn't wrong. Like it definitely
Don't
getting
eat
to
close
that
to
point. It's
bedtime.
ridiculous.
What's this?
Don't eat close to when you sleep. You need to have at least
Brush
an
your teeth.
hour. Be
Brush
be
your
done
teeth.
eating at least an hour before you're about to go to bed.
Brush your teeth.
In general.
Oh, well, he won't like
As
what I usually do then.
as a full rule. If you eat right before you go to bed, that can really whack out your blood sugar for the next couple of days.
So that's what's wrong with
Ah.
It's
Um,
wrong with
But
it's what's wrong with
speaking
me
of
too.
sugar in general, I used to drink like constantly drink soft drinks. Basically, since the shock and awe of everything, I've basically instantly have cut that out.
You need to. When I was doing my intermittent fasting and actually losing weight, I was on a 100% no soda.
Yeah, I'm just curious as to like how that will affect me right now
question. So
The
no
sad truth of
soda.
it is
because I'm not
yeah, go ahead.
replacing it with like anything.
You have to replace it with
Actually,
water.
Also
well,
has a question that I'm
I've
curious
been
as to what
having a
it
little
is.
bit here and there, but a little bit more. But I've like I used to drink like almost 2 liters of soft drink. So
The sad truth of it is that it really depends on genetics and your body type. You could give up soda and lose an absolute shit ton of weight. Guys, it's easier for guys to lose weight on kicking something like soda, usually than it is for women who kick soda.
What's
But
your question, Tom?
I've seen the flip side as well.
Okay. Tom.
Now, when we say soda, what if you were to like carbonate your own waters and like use like
So carbonation adds an acidic flavor because of the CO2.
Oh yep.
There are some people who argue that that acidic flavor is interpreted by your body as
Oh, good
food,
point. Yeah.
as a vinegar. There's no proof. This is hearsay on the forums or the Reddit, which is what I kept up with for a while. There was a lot of people who were getting 0-calorie fizzy water that was like flavored from the store. There's a brand called Aha. There's a bunch of them, and there were tons of people who were on keto, the eating meats and no things, and then there's a tons of people who were using that as kind of like their water replacement. And when you're first starting, it's helpful if you like that kind of stuff. I didn't have the greatest luck with that stuff. So I'm kind of on the fence. I would say like carbonating your own water is one thing, but it's not going to ever be as good as just being like, nope, just water. There's tons of people who are like, well, I've switched from Coke to Diet Coke. How about that? And it's like, you're still drinking a very viscous and thick something that is convincing your body that it tastes good. So your body's going to adapt like it's about to consume something that tastes good, and you're having to force your kidney and liver to deal with the strange viscousness of whatever the hell is in that stuff.
Mm.
Yeah. But would cutting it down help much at all?
Well, yes,
Cutting calories will help no matter what you do.
cutting calories will help no matter what you do. Switching from normal to diet technically is lower calories, but it really comes down to, where do you think most of the issue is? Is it
Soft
in your
drink.
calorie? Is it in your calorie intake, or is it in how your body is treating it's what comes in? Because honestly,
Like,
people have been saying it's calories for years, and we're getting fatter, and obesity is going up because they're like, oh, just cut down calories. Eat less soda. You want to save $10,000 on your car insurance? You should get fewer lattes. Like it sounds like it's good advice, but it's very shallow advice. And that book, The Diabetes Code, gets into like most of what you think you've been told is like, oh, if you cut this back, it's good for you. He goes into a lot of the like, yeah, that's bullshit. It's bullshit because in the last 50 years, we're not succeeding against obesity.
no.
You know,
And then you look at some of the things that were around well before, like the meals, and you're sitting there going, okay,
well,
how
also
the
keep
fuck
in
are they
mind that
eating that much?
this is kind of probably not what you want to hear, but if you compared serving size
Mm.
from today to 50 years ago, the serving size has increased more than like 400%. And so normal people were full and happy and content eating 1/4 of what they eat normally today.
Mhm.
And so unless you're ready to just be like, okay, get me that 10-ounce steak, actually only give me 2.5 ounces of that steak. And that big glob of mashed potatoes, knock that down to 1/4. Like, it's hard to you say it and you're like, yeah, I can't survive off of that. That's what you're fighting. You're fighting cultural adaptation in your brain, learned behavior. Where you're like, well, that's not enough for me to survive. It most certainly is enough for you to survive and happily survive. But you're dealing with 50 years of hearsay recommendations, and the worst of it, advertising.
Mm.
You're
Because not
dealing.
only would you have the advertising, but you also have the fact that you
A
have
sandwich was never larger than your hand.
It's
Okay.
like buying the smaller
And
bread.
nowadays, it's according to Subway, a foot long.
Exactly. There are 4 sandwiches of full man size in a Subway footlong. At least 4.
How are you supposed to lose weight eating Subway? I just don't.
You
What
don't, because
they
I
don't
thought
tell you
I
is
thought it was the healthier option. I used to think it was until I cut it out.
I'll still buy Subway,
the
but
whole Jared weight loss thing was the veggie sandwich. There was no meat on it. There was no toppings on it. It was just bread with veggies to fool his mind into thinking he was losing weight because he would still eat the whole thing.
so basically
And
they
he
manipulated him.
had, well, I mean, he also had um like, he was rich. He paid for a trainer the entire time. So the whole, like, it was a story, and they covered up the whole part. It's like, yeah, he's and South Park made a joke of it, made an AIDS joke about it. Because AIDS, the disease, versus AIDS as someone who helped you, and so
Yeah,
he had
both.
yeah. Well, no, he didn't have AIDS then, but he had the other AIDS. He had the people he paid to help him lose weight.
Oh yeah, I know the AIDS you talked about. Oh.
Yeah, that joke. That joke is because they're like, this is not health. Like, people came back and were like, this is not a healthy diet. You can't just eat this much white bread, which you need. Okay, all y'all's homework, if you all want to talk about this, y'all got to listen to that Diabetes Code audiobook. Like,
Actually, it's funny.
mandatory.
Actually, I'm
I
kind
will
of lucky
try
in
that.
that regard because I've got a
I definitely
grandmother
need to
that
give it a go because it's valuable to me at this point.
It's like when I'm saying it is 95% of that book is not talking about intermittent fasting. 95% of that book is saying, okay, in 1950s, this is what we believed. Here's how it's wrong. Here's proof, actual proof from like medical studies that it's wrong. Here's what we believed in the 60s. Here's why it's wrong. Here's what we believed in the 70s. And the thing is, when you're going through it, I hear my parents' voices with them telling me this, when I was born in the 80s, and they were telling me 1950s
Yep.
health advice that had been disproven since the 60s or 70s. So I was being told this 30, 40-year-old information that we knew was wrong, but was still propagated because education about health, no one cared about, and has been suppressed in many
Of
regards.
course not, because who runs the fast food industry in the United States again, and how powerful are they again?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. No,
Fairfax
like,
Media. Oh wait.
yeah, no, the book is required reading. Like, and it's not a long book, but like, I'll find the audio. I will find the audiobook for you. How's that?
That's helpful. I'm just basically trying to think about what I need to do to try and better
Mitigate.
my.
You need to be informed, make informed decisions, and those decisions will help you lose weight. Because oh shit, I wonder if this actually works.
What?
It's just a website that's got little start buttons for. Yeah, the Diabetes Code by Dr. Jason Fung is on Overdrive.
Oh, there you go. So we should be able to get. What's this thing?
That'll tell you. You may have to figure out Overdrive, but that's how to get it from Overdrive.
Overdrive isn't that hard to use here, I don't think.
Tom,
Yeah.
you're not in game, are you?
No. Did you want me to log in?
Oh my god.
Only if you're feeling up to it. I was gonna ask if you're in game, could you fly like 20 k's out of the planet's gravity and set a waypoint? But I'll try and thumb it from here.
Oh, right. I mean, I can. I'll just save my game and come back in there.
No, it's okay. If you plan another game, keep playing that. I should be able to get it.
Oh, yeah. I kind of went off and started playing that per Aspera that I've been playing.
Oh, that reminds me. I
Don't blame
remember
you.
seeing a
It's fun.
Super Wog skit, right? That's a new one that he's recently done. And there was a joke basically asking the manager of the McDonald's, "Hey, question. Why don't we sponsor like St. Lodge's Hospital across the road? Because why do we really sponsor the Olympics when most of the people that come into here, usually end up in there?"
Fascinating.
I mean, he's not wrong.
I mean, is
Alright.
that building destroyed again?
Let's try this.
Wait.
Okay, that's gonna work.
Whoa.
I am jumping 6,602.78 kilometers. My jump drives, I have 1 out of 24 operational. And keep in mind, just that one at maximum capacity will allow me to jump 100,000 kilometers.
Hey.
Jump. Do it and do a flip.
Oh, would you look at that, Tom? I am now 48.45 k's away from where the ramp marker is.
Oh, the ramp's right outside my house. Oh, no, because we crashed. I lost my good drill. Bother it.
It's okay. I am here to help. I think.
Any suggestions on what people think I would like to be doing? Because I obviously don't know.
In what
Did you
regard?
finish your D&D character?
Yeah, that's a good point. I need to double check that that's all done. It should be, but
Speaking
yeah.
of D&D, tangent, I have found a game you may be interested in.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Solasta, Crown of the Magister. It's on Steam.
Doesn't sound like a me game.
It's D&D. It's very similar to Divinity, but it's actually got like the dice rolls for roll for initiative when you start a battle. Your attacks, you can roll certain die, and different die do different things and all that kind of stuff. Like you can roll for damage and then roll for slashing damage on top of it if your weapon has slashing damage as well. All that kind of stuff.
So I believe because I ended up having to change my feats in the end.
Okay.
Because because I'm not starting out as a wizard, I'm starting out as a chaos mage.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
I can't have the other one, which would have been great, but yeah. But instead, I got able learner.
Yeah, that one that where everything becomes a class skill.
Yeah. Um, I don't. I think that. I think for the most part, the only thing I really need to do is give my character a name.
You could always roll a random one. That's what I did.
I should
Yeah,
call him
I'm
Buffo.
probably. But honestly, that's something I feel like
What race are you again?
human.
Typical human.
Oh, and
That's right, because you got able learner.
I don't know if you
You man.
were there when we were talking about how to make a glyph of warding a spell and all that.
Probably not.
But I've been given basically, I have I now need to understand how to craft enchanted items, so then I can put that on there with my Oh, I also need to choose my particular spells that I get to choose from, like one or two. I can't remember again. But basically, the one that does it causes a wild magic surge.
Mhm.
basically, thanks to Tom, I got the perfect idea to use that with.
What?
Because you told me about barbed darts.
I didn't tell you about barbed darts. That's somebody else.
It was me.
Hey Tom, does this
Yeah.
look like a bogey to you?
Basically, I'm 100% intending to enchant these
Doesn't look like
darts
it come out of a
with
nose,
my
but yeah.
with my custom-made glyph of warding.
Yeah, it looks like a bogey to me.
And I'm definitely thinking of. Well, obviously, I'm not gonna always put the particular spell into it, but I definitely think I could make use of the darts. So I have the ability to throw them, and then basically you click to trigger the um glyph of warding to then cast a spell. So then, if let's say I manage to get 100 darts into the enemy somehow, there's 100 rolls I'd have to do, depending on what I actually do, and depending on how
And
Cam lets me do that, because technically, if he figures out what I'm going to do before I do it properly.
I mean, he could always pre-roll a couple of